When I meet people who are newly bereaved and I remember what it felt like, I just want to help them.
In the United States this year, 42,773 lives were lost to suicide. That number has risen by 24% since 1999. Suicide is now the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S.
The rates keep rising, and we've not found a very successful way to change that dynamic, to turn around what's been happening.
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention saves lives and brings hope to those affected by suicide. AFSP has set a bold goal to reduce the annual suicide rate in the U.S. 20% by 2025.
Project 2025 is looking at where the burden is highest, and that means where there are the highest rates of suicide. And what we're trying to do is figure out the ways that we can intervene, because what we've learned is that intervention can prevent suicide. It's most likely that we'll be doing things related to emergency medicine, because we do lose a lot of people who have gone to emergency rooms or have seen a physician and then go away and die by suicide. And we're also looking at firearm safety and education, because of all the people who die using guns in the United States, more than half are suicides. We're not interfering with people's right to own a gun, but we want people to be very wary of the risk if there's someone in the home who's suffering from a mental illness, from anxiety or depression. So those are two areas where we think Project 2025 could have a strong impact and could try to bend that curve down so that we will be losing fewer people, because we really have to do something differently.
Other areas where AFSP has been making a difference include programs, education, and training.
We train trainers who then go off and train other people to recognize the signs of depression and anxiety. We also have films that are for high school and college students, and also for physicians who surprisingly are also at risk for suicide. We have programs for survivors of loss. We understand that those who've lost someone to suicide really need a special kind of support, and we have people who have survived the experience who go on to work with their peers and to reassure them and to provide them with coping skills. And we're also developing programs for those with lived experience, people who want to be more involved in an organization like ours and who want to talk to other people who either have attempted or are at risk of attempt and want to have a community of support. And we think it's really time for us to be working with people who are in that position.
Those with lived experience continually work to have hope for themselves, as well as bringing hope to others.
I owe my life to AFSP. It's given me a purpose. It's given me a purpose again.
My involvement with AFSP has been monumental in my life, as far as giving me confidence and helping me see that I'm not alone.
I always tell people that, AFSP was really my healing grace. It really was, just being a part of it.
AFSP it's my muscle, it's my backbone.
Through community walks, campus walks, and overnight walks, survivors come together and draw comfort from being around individuals who have shared some of the same experiences. There are also other events, like A Sip in the Park, now in its 5th year, that raise awareness and bring the community together.
A sip is kind of a trademark. It says that we're here to do business and we're also going to have some fun doing it. But it means that we've got more partners than we've ever had before. If you ask around, people have a connection to depression, to suicide, all around the world. And there are lots of people in Massachusetts who are the same. So we are embracing everyone who wants to be a part of this journey.
Stacy Lucchino is a part of this journey, working as an advocate for mental health.
AFSP's mission coincides with my passion in that I think research is really important, not just to get funding, but to go out and get legislation passed and make changes in the system. Education is also critical. I think that it's absent from a lot of colleges and universities, lower schools, middle schools, high schools. They certainly touch on sex education and all kinds of drug education, but somehow mental health and depression seem to be something that they steer away from. But I think that education can be huge in helping to lift the stigma and get the conversation started.
Talking is one of the keys to reducing the stigma and bringing hope to those affected by suicide.
we just need to get out there. We just need to stop worrying about what people think or what their insecurities are about suicide, and really just start talking about it.
Our voice can now be heard in 50 states with 84 AFSP chapters and counting.
What's remarkable about that is that we started as a small East Coast organization founded by loss survivors and mental health professionals, and the need for what we do and for what we hope to accomplish is so great that we're now all across the country. It's a great accomplishment, and I thank everyone who was involved in it.
Thank you for being here tonight and for your generous donations and support of AFSP, saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide.